welcome to another episode of Health Informatic Talks. Now, this vlog we are going to be diving into the fascinating world of health, IT, and its applications. I'm your host, David, and today we're going to be discussing the methods of developing a new healthcare system by using a system development life cycle methodology. So specifically, we are going to be using an example of developing an electronic medical record system. So let's get started. The SDLC, that's the system development life cycle methodology, is a structured approach to developing and maintaining systems. Now, it consists of 5 phases, where you have the planning phase, the analysis phase, the design phase, implementation, and the maintenance phase. Now, each phase plays a crucial role in ensuring the success of development and function of a system. So let's explore each phase and its significance in the context of developing an EMR or EHR, that's electronic medical record system, within the health sector. Now, the first phase of the SDLC system is the planning phase. So the planning phase, what does this phase really entail? During the planning phase, now the stakeholders or the organizational management tries to identify the need for either a new system or something that needs to be enhanced in the existing system. Now, in this, when this is identified, when you've identified a problem that needs to be fixed or that a new system will need to solve, you now put together a team, a project team. Now, this project team will look at the problem, identify the goals, the objectives of the system that is about to be put in place, and alongside they will look at the scope of work that is needed, or functionality that is needed within that system, and the constraints that might be encountered during that project. Now, in the case of building an electronic medical record system, it's essential to define what the functionality of the system should be. Well, for example, is there going to be like a patient record area, a place to take notes, medical records, medical history, place to that a functionality, ability to schedule appointments with the system, and more of all these functions that the EMR system can handle. So this is in the planning phase. In the planning phase, the team, the project team, tries to figure out all those functions that this new system should be able to handle. Now, the planning phase is also involved in identifying the stakeholders and their requirements. Who are those going to be involved in this? Who are those going to champion this project and be able to give it life, and as well as the fact that they will estimate the project's timeline and also resources that will be needed to actually execute. So in the planning phase, all these are come together to become what we call the planning phase in the system development life cycle. So moving from the planning phase, we move to the analysis phase. Now, this phase involves a detailed study of the current processes and workflow within the medical facility. So you need to know what is on ground, what are the process, what are the workflows. By the time you do that, now you know what is on ground, you know what needs to be fixed. Now, the team will identify the needs and challenges of the healthcare professionals, the patients, and the administrators that will be using this new system that's going to be put around. They gather information about data requirements, security and privacy concerns, regulatory compliance, and any other relevant factors that needs to be put in place in this new system. This phase helps in creating a comprehensive understanding of the system's requirement, and that is where the analysis phase, that is what the analysis phase is all about. So once the analysis phase is complete, we move on to the design phase. Now we need to design the system. Here, the system's architecture, the database structure, the user interface, and other technical aspects are planned and put together. Now, in the designing of the example we're using is the EMR system. That will require careful consideration has to put in for the data organization, ensuring that the system is user friendly to the end users, which is like the healthcare professionals that are going to be using it, and an incorporation of security measures to be able to protect sensitive patient information. Remember, we have the HIPAA law that protects confidentiality of the patient. Yes, your system needs to put that in security measure to ensure that patient information, sensitive information is not just shared out in the public. Now, the design phase lays the foundation for the development and implementation phase, which is the next phase we're going into. Now, let's discuss the implementation phase. This is where the EMR starts to take shape. The system starts to take a shape. Development team within the project team begins to code, configure, and integrate the various components of the system. Also, there's going to be like a quality assurance process, such as testing and debugging. They are carried out to ensure that the system works smoothly and has the functionality that we want it to have. So once system is ready, it is time for a crucial step of training the staff to use the EMR system effectively. And once we are sure that staff is trained and everybody is on ground, and we have like the super users, they already know how to use this system, now the system can now go live. So after the design phase, after the implementation phase and training, the next phase is to go the next thing is for the system to go live for every other person in the hospital to be able to use this system. So the last phase of this cycle is the maintenance phase. Now, in the maintenance phase, once the EMR has gone live, this system would require ongoing support, updates, and enhancements based on feedback from the end users, and how little lapses that they've seen while trying to use the system. So this phase involves monitoring the system's performance, resolving any issue that arises, and making improvement based on the user feedback, like I said. Now, because technology is not stagnant, it keeps improving. And as technology and the healthcare practice itself, as it evolves, your EMR system needs to adapt to meet the change that this evolution would cause. So There could be change in regulatory requirements, change in ways of um, treating a certain illness, any change, you know. Now we're moving towards AI machine learning, where you have generative AI that can create text and everything. Your system has to continue to improve to incorporate that into giving better functionality to the system that you have built. So there's maintenance phase. You continue to improve your system based on feedback from users. So finally, that wraps up the discussion on the different phases of the system development life cycle in the context of developing an electronic medical record system. Now remember that the SDLC provides a systematic approach to ensuring you don't just do anything anyhow. The approach, you have to approach it in in those phases, to ensure that your system is well designed and functions properly, to meet the needs of the end users and the stakeholders. So thank you for joining me in this episode of Health Informatics Talk with Dave. I hope you found the discussion informative and helpful. If you have any questions on the topic, or you have a topic you want me to cover in the future episodes, please reach out on my social media account. And until next time, let's stay curious. Let's keep exploring the fantastic world of health informatics, health IT. See you all next time. Bye.